So this person commented on one of my videos, low-key pressurizing me to watch certain videos. So I'm gonna do just that. And unfortunately, I was expecting something better, but this is the kind of crap that this user told me to watch. Just want to point out that no hate to them, this content creator or anything, but I was literally just told to watch those videos. So I'm just doing what my commenter asked me to do. That's all. But I would just like to point out that these videos, they don't offer any new insights or anything and are objectively bad. That's all I'm saying. So the video begins with welcome to Yishun. And then he says that we somewhat usually call this place a heaven for bendy buses. Here's the big issue. You stated that this is a place where it's a heaven for bendy buses, but why is it a heaven? You have to explain why. Because up till today, like from the late 2010s up till now, I haven't came across a single video on YouTube, by the Singapore bus community that states that Yishun is literally the only place whereby the feeder buses, they run bendy buses. The keyword is from morning all the way till night, AP, AM, PM. It's something so simple, yet none of them have even been able to state this fact. It's not new insight. It's just a well-known fact. So it's just departure scene. Only 40 of them. Again, this is common knowledge that everybody already knows by now. Although I have to say, I assume this footage is yours. Your camera is good. Why is it taking up so much time? They are rare and commonly found only. Okay, I think that could be phrased a lot better, but in the following catchments. Why is his grammar so. No, it's not grammar, it's why is his vocabulary so bad at the start of the sentence, and then he suddenly just throws in one big word. Oh, catchments of the north and west regions such as. Again, you're taking up way too much time for this. And there you have it. Laundry listing. And the thing about this is that it's not even correct. Look at this. It just goes to show that this is the kind of quality that Singapore bus enthusiasts are. I don't even know how to say that right, but even when you're laundry listing, you don't even know how to laundry list properly. Look at this. H03, ever since its introduction, has never had a bendy bus run on it before. Likewise for 805. I know 805, it technically needs bendy buses, but just saying that unfortunately they haven't deployed one on 805 yet. And the thing about 812 is that in the past, yes, but under SBS Transit, they no longer do so. And 800, right now it's only cameos. The permanent bendy buses on 800, they have been removed. And on Woodlands, I don't really see any issue with that. Just that if you're gonna put out cameos, why not you just list down 962 and 964 in the first place? So this is what they missed out on. And then Choa Chu Kang, as you know, this one's outdated. Technically, these two don't even need bendy buses in the first place. They can be run with full SDs. So yeah, again, outdated, but this one's not a big issue. And tower transit, look at this. Why are you quoting 169, 969, 856, and 965, and you don't even quote 962 and 964? Like, this kind of inconsistent quoting, you don't even tell what exactly you're quoting. This is just bad. Again, no hate to the person, but like making this video, but like, why do you even make this video? For interested bus fans relying on English for a joyride, oh my god. They can search Bendy Bus Finder. Okay, I've talked about the Bendy Bus Finder already. If you want to know more about it, go and watch my video. Cause this content creator obviously doesn't even bother to like explain how the Bendy Bus Finder even works in the first place. The interior. Uh, do you even need? Oh my goodness. You don't even need to describe this, man. It's just copied information. The bus is conjoined together with an articulation unit. That's why they're called Gelenkbus in German, allowing passengers to maneuver between This is such an unnatural way of saying things. It is flexible enough for the bus to bend through tight. What you're supposed to say is that the turning radius of a bendy bus is similar to that of a 12-meter bus. 2-axle, 3-axle, please specify. I've made a video about that before and I don't want to elaborate on that again. What are your thoughts? What kind of video is this? Then the next part they say, okay, welcome to Woodlands. Just like Yishun on the other side, Woodlands pays homage to the reminiscent. Again, the phrasing is so unnatural. I mean, some of these are stolen. If you have not yet watched this video of, okay, dude, check it out, link in the description below. Back in 1996, okay, I can't even see the Trans Island logo. Okay, then tell me, what service did it do? What service did it debut on? It's 171. Why did you not say it? As of 2014, time travel to the peak of 2014, more than 200 and... Oh my god. What is with you people? And like, your short sentence... no, it's like, what is with you people saying that more than 250 and then putting an exclamation mark there? What are you guys doing? I mean, even if it's factual, it's like, what are you trying to convey? They came in various types and different models. Oh my god. Oh, land transport guru pictures. Only 40 of them remain to... You just said that in part 1 already. You don't have to repeat it for part 2. Now back to the laundry listing. Good god. And to my horror, he still copy and paste wrong. Like, why is 803 still here? Why is 800 and 812? He made no effort to like check his stuff. Like, look at this, look at this. He didn't even change it. All he did was like add how many units there are. Like, what is this? And then he goes on to quote stuff that like literally everybody already knows by now. Like, okay, we all know what 2015 plus 17 is. You don't have to say that. Then he goes on to say like really, really vague stuff like, okay, if... Then how? Then how will the change emerge around the commuters? I've talked about it before, but like... come on, you guys have to step it up, man. Please watch the discussion about Bendy Buses if you haven't done so. I think it's the one whereby he has like that green Bendy Bus CRC, I think, image. And then he just talks. I think it's that video. Oh yes, this one. I've watched it before and I'm gonna tell you this one just lacks in quality. I'm sorry about it. To my horror, this guy is flat out lying. He's claiming that SMRT has halted training new bus captains from operate as of. The thing is, like recently, I have seen new bus captains like driving service 913 who have recently gotten their Bendy Bus license. I've seen like new faces. So I don't know where you got the information from. I'm just telling you guys it's false. The one who has halted the new the new Bendy Bus training program is Tower Transit because they are broke. They have no money and they don't want to pay extra for driving high capacity buses. That's the kind of like financial situation they are in right now. So again, the one who has halted the training program is Tower Transit. And the thing is, Tower Transit, they and SBS Transit, they only inherited the Bendy buses from SMRT. Obviously, they're not gonna be like so passionate when it comes to like maintaining them and stuff like that. I mean, it is SMRT's leased assets. Nobody's has brought up this point before, but I'm gonna bring it up. Because apparently I have to do everything. SMRT has never halted it. Think of it like if suddenly it's not 2032 yet, if suddenly all the bus captains who are trained in driving Bendy buses, they all decide to retire for whatever reason, they have to train new ones. Realistically, they cannot close them like until their lifespan is up. So if you're saying like halt in the sense that like no new bus captains are coming out, okay, I get where you're coming from, but you're still wrong. There are new Bendy Bus train bus captains coming out. It's just coming out very slow. Because I mean like how many Bendy buses does SMRT have right now? There isn't a lot. So there is no need to keep training them. But to say that like if you're like saying halt in like come to a stop, the definition being come to a stop, that's not even true. They are not closing the program. Again, I don't know where they got this information from. Like, if you want to lie, at least like lie more convincingly, okay? Laundry listing again. Giving drivers the require your phrasing to undergo a 5-day training pro. Obviously, it's longer than that. It's not just 5 days. If you're saying 5 days to be trained for double-decker buses, I believe it. 5 days for Bendy buses, bro, that's not enough. Like, and the thing is that you didn't even specify what this 5 day like actually represents, like which exact part of the training. Is it the theory test? Is it the driving test? Or whatever? You didn't specify. So like, don't bring out information to people that you don't even know how to explain or like you can't even specify in the first place. Learning to navigate sharp turns and conduct maneuver. This one is really badly phrased. What do you mean by maneuvering test when reversing? It's just learning how to reverse carefully and properly. Get out of here, guys, man. Yeah, very nice comparison. Very nice! This is the only part of the video that is good. Finally, thank you. 2 minutes into the video and you finally talk about the single level thingy. But again, you could have explained further, but you chose not to for some reason. While double-deckers require passengers to climb... Number one, it's not a requirement. They can stay on the lower deck. It is just that there is an option to climb to the second deck for more seats, especially if you're traveling longer distances. What do you mean by upper saloon? It's not a hair studio. Okay, go on, elaborate. A repeated point, but okay, it's still valid. Will LTA add more of these? Well, truth is, they have been trying to. It's just that that moron is blocking all of their attempts to procure more bendy buses, like electric bendy buses. Unfortunately, these Singapore bus enthusiasts, the YouTube content creators, have never failed to disappoint me. Only a few of them are good, objectively speaking. And this just goes to show that, like, when all these orange or blue islings, they attempt to make videos like this, they attempt to be like informative, oh my god, my vocabulary is so good, then this is what happens. They produce garbage. I'm not saying that like I'm a know-it-all, I know every single thing about Bendy buses. I have never said that. I'm just saying that like objectively speaking, the quality of like these videos is like really, really bad. And it's just like thrown together. I don't care how good the editing is or anything if your content is like trash in the first place. And I don't understand why some of these people they get so defensive. It's like because that one time I said that like Boon Lay, Woodlands, Ang Mo Kio, Hougang, Tampines are like the best places to hunt cameos, objectively speaking. And then because I excluded Bukit Panjang, the reason why I didn't include Bukit Panjang was because I have lived through the era whereby there was still like 921. I wasn't born when like 343 still existed. You know, like the Trans Island Bus Services, 179, 343, 344, 345. I wasn't born during that era, but like I have rode 921, 12-meter buses as well as like the mini buses. You know the Bus Plus, the dark green ones? Yeah, I've rode on them. And I have seen Bukit Panjang change from like 2003, 2004, 2005, like, you know, until present day. And because of that, the cameos that have been happening at Bukit Panjang in itself, it's like they're getting less and less interesting. And then Bukit Panjang, the ITH is like, it's very restrictive and it's like kind of boring. Nothing good like really spawns there. And no matter how well I argue my points, there would always be this one stupid orange or blue isling or even adult that's like, you're wrong! I literally like told you why. I elaborated everything and you can still like in my face tell me that I'm wrong. And sometimes I wonder why someone from Japan is like, I don't know, it's just like knows more about your public transport system more than the locals do. And honestly, there are some people who actually give me very good insights. Those who are born from like 1980s, 1990s, and stuff like that. They actually offer good insight because they have lived through like that era before. And yeah, I don't mind these people correcting me because they know their stuff. So it is really frustrating when like some of you guys, number one, age again. You don't know more than me, and then you're already like trying so hard to like correct me. Like just pipe down, man. Like know your place, as I've always been saying. If you're interested to know the reasoning why, it's because Boon Lay, the buses have been running wild, and Woodlands, the like so-called quality of cameos that can spawn there are like it's just objectively a lot better than like Bukit Panjang. So obviously it's gonna be outclassed by Boon Lay and Woodlands. I mean for Bukit Panjang. That's the reasoning. And the thing is that like if you're unable to like tell me the reason, tell me the specifics, go in depth a little bit more. I'm not expecting like you to elaborate like very well or anything. That's completely fine. But I don't know. It's just like I don't know why the Singapore bus enthusiasts they have this like habit of saying no you, no you, no you, and just like outright deny history and stuff like that. I don't know why you guys are like that. So yeah, please tell me why you're like that.